going into the lab today, and we're being a volunteer for our new procedure. So how much did Ben tell you? Okay, well, I'll just go over the runaround of what it is that we do here and what we'll be doing today. Okay, so first let me just ask you a few basic questions. Okay, just for the records here. Okay, so what is your name? Full name, first and last. Perfect. And your date of birth? Okay. Best phone number to reach you. And your email address. Okay. Thank you. So, as you are a local Bristol Cove resident, within the recent years, it became public knowledge that we are in fact home to mermaids, otherwise known as sirens, what was once thought to be a simple tall tales handed down from generation to generation, witnessing these beautiful mystical creatures that, brought us an influx of tourism and fun to this little seaside town. Well, yes, it finally came upon public knowledge that these mythological beings do exist. Very exciting, right? So, within the past few years at our lab, we have been working with some of these sirens and working on some innovative new medical procedures that were unheard of in the field before. So these sirens have actually been a great blessing to us here in the scientific and medical field, being that their actual stem cells, their DNA, has proven to have great benefits to us. For example, one of the first trial procedures done using the Siren stem cell technology on a local resident, this woman was paralyzed for many, many years. She went through a series of different medical procedures, but nothing seemed to be helping her until we used the stem cells on the Siren, and suddenly she was able to experience some mobility again in her legs and her feet and her toes. So with each series of injections that we gave her, she eventually began to regain complete control and was no longer paralyzed. So that was an amazing discovery that led us to obviously testing out this trial on others with different medical conditions. And the reason that you're here today, obviously you don't have any kind of medical issues. You seem to be in excellent excellent health for my records, right? Okay. Okay. But there are benefits to those who don't have any actual medical issues. But the stem cells of the siren creatures can actually accelerate our own DNA capacities. And that's what we brought you in here today. So today is going to be the first of a series of 3 trials to inject you with the stem cells and see what kind of results we come up with. Now, there's been about 10 volunteers so far, and we seem to have gotten very similar results with each person. Within, small varying degrees, of course, but the main influence of these trials is on first of all, the lung capacity. So an average human can hold their breath underwater or above, whichever, between 30 seconds to 2 minutes. Of course, some can't hold it nearly at all, or some can go beyond that range. But with the Siren trials, we've seen patients be able to hold their breath from anywhere from 5 minutes to an hour, depending, on a set of few certain biological circumstances and how many injections they've had. So that is one benefit. Just other than that, general strength, being able to pick up objects of a much larger weight than I would have before. Just basically accelerating and improving on our senses of sight, hearing, especially. Okay, so before I continue, are you still interested in volunteering for our trial? Okay, excellent. I'm just going to give you a very quick medical checkup today to make sure I don't see any kind of underlying issues. It's just standard procedure, right? Okay. Let's see. Put on some gloves first. Go ahead and get comfortable. So you're a friend of Ben and Maddie, right? Well, they are pretty much the pioneers of the discovery of sirens here in Bristol Cove. So we have a lot to thank them for, as Ben himself was the first person to inject himself with the siren stem cells after seeing how it helped his mother. She was the one who was paralyzed, right? This is all public knowledge, but so he kind of took the leap in injecting it to discover its many benefits, so we can thank him for that. Right. So let's just start then. So first of all, I want you to follow my finger. Good. Okay. Look at me. Okay. Let's see. Okay. And I know this is silly, but how many fingers am I holding up? Now. Now. And now. Good. Okay. Take a look at your pupillary reaction. You don't have to look directly at the light. You can look to the side or behind me whatever you prefer. Okay. Good. And just follow the light. Just open wide. Say ah. Okay. Check your hearing, your ears. Okay. Good. Can you hear what I'm saying? I'm gonna say a color. Can you repeat that color back to me? Purple. Purple. Orange. Orange. Okay, thank you. Okay, breathe in. Good. And again. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Good. Breathe in and breathe out. Okay. From your recent physical exam and from what I witnessed today, you seem to be in very good health, so we can move forward with them. Right. What I'll be doing is I'm going to be injecting you with the stem cells from a siren. Just to let you know, the siren voluntarily took part in this experiment and offered their stem cells willingly. We believe in working together cohesively with our environment and do not do anything against these creatures' will. Okay, so in here is the DNA stem cells that we have. I'm only going to be injecting you with a small amount today. As I said, this will be the first of 3 trials. So after I inject you with the first dose today, I'm going to be conducting a small test. And the way that we test if it's working is to see how long you can hold your breath for. Okay. So before I do that, I do have to check how long you can hold your breath for currently before I go on that. Before we move along, so. Right. So whenever you're ready, you can start to hold your breath, and I'm just going to turn on the timer. Okay, how about once I count back from 5? Okay. 5, feels comfortable. Don't want you passing out or anything like that. You know, this is a little out there, but this is where we're at now. Okay, that's fine. You know, it's not common for us to have to hold our breath, you know, unless you're someone who's very active in the water, so that's perfectly average time. Log that in. Right. Do you have any questions before we proceed with the injection? Yes. As with any medical trial, there will always be a few side effects possible. However, in the case of the stem cell trial, there's no severe side effects so far. You might feel your energy might be very accelerated at first, and then you might kind of come down from it, so you might be feeling a little drowsy later on. Possible side effects in the early stages of the trial: headaches, nausea, but nothing more severe than that. Right. Okay. Is that it? Okay. Let's see. Can I see what it looks like? Okay, so if you can just hold out your arm. Okay, do you have a preference of which arm you usually get shots in? This one? Okay. So nice and easy. Alright, so we're just gonna wait about half an hour for that to set into your system. Alright, so in the meantime, just relax. Can I get you something to drink, perhaps? Okay, and we have a few magazines as well if you just want to browse through those, or obviously I'm sure you have your phone on you. Alright, so I will be stepping out for a moment and check back in about half an hour. Okay, perfect. See you then. Hi, how are you doing? How are you feeling? Kind of a rush of energy. Yeah, that's perfectly normal. Okay, so like I said before, I'm now going to test how long you can hold your breath since you've had the injection. Okay. So whenever you're ready, I'll count back from 5 again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. breath as long as you see fit, as long as it's comfortable and not straining. Officially at 45 minutes, which is a very long time for only your first injection. Okay, done. Alright. So, are you ready to hold your breath for 45 minutes and 37 seconds after first trial? Well, that is exceptional. How do you feel? It's otherworldly, right? Probably feel like a superhero or something. Wait till you try it underwater. That's the best part. Yeah. Really being able to freely explore sea life as the sirens do. Well, when they're in the water, not on land. But if you don't mind then, I will schedule you for the next trial. Okay, it'll be in about 3 weeks. Let's see. Is there a certain time that's better for you? Early morning, afternoon, early evening? Okay. And are weekdays good? Weekend? Let's check the schedule where you're. Alright. Booking you in for March 1st at 3:45 p.m. Second. Okay. Well, I will send a reminder to the email that you gave me. Okay. Perfect. Now, please feel free to contact me at any point between now and the next trial if you have questions. Of course, if you are experiencing any kind of abnormal side effects that seem to be severe, shouldn't be the case, but please contact me immediately. Okay? And I'll be able to see you day or night. Well, thank you so much for coming in and being part of this innovative new world. Alright. Till next time.